Get ready for the ultimate international showdown. This December, the Global Schools Challenge 2025 is heading to the Mediterranean Sports Hub in Salou, Spain, located just an hour outside of Barcelona. From December 14th to 19th, the world's top student athletes will compete in rugby and a range of new sports. Hosted at one of Europe's premier facilities, you'll experience world-class pitches, state-of-the-art equipment, and a vibrant atmosphere designed for excellence. Off the field, explore the beautiful coastal town of Salou, enjoy golden beaches, and take a trip to Barcelona for iconic landmarks like the Sagrada Familia and the Nou Camp. Every game will be streamed live by NextGenXV, bringing the action to a global audience. Don't miss your chance to be part of this incredible event. Register now at globalschoolschallenge.com and rise to the challenge.
The right kit changes everything. With the right kit, you're ready for anything. United, connected, unstoppable. Whatever your sport, we are your sporting partner. Creating your kit your way. For every team, for every challenge, for every aspiration. Feel seen. Feel ready. Feel part of the team. Kit on, game on.
Welcome to the Twickenham Stoop. We are back for more finals. This time it's the under-18 girls finals of the Quins Cup, and it's the reigning champions Guildfordians RFC up against Worthing RFC. Their first time in a Surrey competition, Worthing. They've switched from Sussex and they want glory to begin with. They are playing for that lovely, lovely piece of silverware. It's an absolute beauty of a trophy, and it's going to be an absolute beauty of the game. We're in the shadows of Twickenham Stadium, Allianz Stadium, I should say, over to our left-hand side. The sun coming over the top of the stands here with basking sunlight over on the far side of the ground, and we are ready and raring to go. And I'll tell you what, we have got two fantastic teams. Guildfordians have raced through this campaign. They've been almost untouchable, but one side has managed to beat them this year, and that is Worthing at the Guildfordians 10s. So, could this be a repeat of that, or will it be a repeat of the January fixture? Well, Guildfordians had a game and a half against them. It's all to come over the course of the next 70 minutes or so. We've got some wonderful stuff out here. We've got England internationals galore. It is going to be really, really special. Before we get into it though, just a reflection on last night, the boys Colts Cup final here in the Quins Cup. Guildford with a fantastic performance against the reigning champions, I should say, Rosslyn Park. What a fantastic effort that was, coming through to claim the trophy for the first time, avenging their semi-final defeat of 2024. But it's all about the girls tonight and this wonderful competition. They've just gone inside from the end of their warm-ups, and actually you can see the refereeing team who are ready and raring to go, led by Morgan Softly today, with Tom Redfern and Elsa Wilson, who are going to be running the touch. So we are almost ready for kickoff here at the Stoop. There have been some wonderful tales, haven't there, from the men's side, led by the likes of Chris Robshaw and Danny Kerr, to the women's, led by the likes of of Rachel Burford. Could we see another Rachel Burford tonight? We are going to find out very, very soon. I'm going to head across to the far side and get on commentary and run you through the team sheets. Until then, take a look down that tunnel, because that's where they're coming from in a few moments' time. I'll be back with you in a second. And so, kickoff just moments away now. Teams ready to come out. And as they are just getting ready to come out, we might as well run you through who is going to be taking the field tonight. And we begin with the reigning champions, Guildfordians. They are led by their open side for the second year running. What an achievement that is. She captained them as a lower sixth. She's captaining them now as an under 18. Sophie Watson on the open side. Alongside her in the back row, Freya Sharp and Scarlett King. And in the second row, Paige Ward and Erin Knight. And up front, Lily Girdler, Kira Day, and the vice captain, Iona Hancock. One to look out for. She loves a kick. In the back line, Jess Hillier, the head coach's daughter, Jason Hillier. Charlotte Brooks, the England international at fly half. And in the centres, Lucy Hart and Carson Morley. Wingers, Mia Wong and Paige Thomas. And Fizz Wathen is at fullback. On the bench for Guildfordians, Tay Hansen-Ellis, Nell Hunter, Serene Coombs, Estella Vaughan, Neve Belafonte, Dita Shaw and Val Rivera. Worthing RFC, meanwhile, as I said, here in the Surrey competition for the first time, are led by their star number 8, Daisy Evans, one of a number of Worthing College players in the side. Alongside her in the back row, Robin Cornwall and Keely Lewis. Meanwhile, in the second row, Daisy Westgate and EJ Boldler. Up front, Brooke Enterknapp, Ella Houston and the vice-captain, Billy Brown, who's been in Scotland camp over the course of this season. Halfbacks, Harriet Rowland and Alice Redfern. And in the centres, Faye Bell and Anya Geraghty. Today's wings, Willow Gaylor, the vice-captain, and Connie Lloyd. Matilda Smith, the silky runner, is at fullback. On the bench for Worthing, who are coached by Chris Gaskell, are another vice-captain, Sophie Dummigan, alongside Emily Redmond, Emily Mariner, Eloise Panton, Izzy May, Zuzu Sianeska, Camille Brunel, and a late addition to the bench, the injured co-captain George Newby, who we are hoping is going to manage to get a couple of minutes of action out there. And before we get going, a personal huge thank you to both sides for sending me extensive notes about both teams. It really is appreciated. Anyone who's watching, we always appreciate detailed notes coming through, and there is a lot here. For example, Guildfordians girls, 5 of this group have been playing together since under 11. And 11 of them have stuck together all the way through since COVID. Which, if that seems recent, it's not. It was half a decade ago, would you believe? Extraordinary. 3 members of the Guildfordians side featured for England over the course of this season. Meanwhile, Worthing College, back-to-back Sussex champions 2023 and 2024, but they've come across to Surrey. And could they become the Surrey champions? Well, we can see them in the tunnel there, ready to make that challenge. Daisy Evans on the right-hand side, ready to lead out Worthing RFC. And Sophie Watson, as I say, ready to lead Guildfordians out, hoping for back-to-back titles. Sophie Watson hoping to lift that cup for the 2nd year on the trot. Guildfordians are likely to be changing their team around, rather, I should say, every quarter. So we'll try and keep abreast of that as much as we can. Key players will be playing all 4 quarters. Watson being one of them, Charlotte Brooks, fly half another. Brooks was fantastic for England in that under-18 Six Nations. Started the competition at 12, finished it at fly half. Our refereeing team have made it out onto the field. Morgan Softly, Tom Redfern and Elsa Welsome. But it is all about the players today, and out they come. Led by Watson and Evans. Guildfordians in green and purple, Worthing in blue. And we are just moments away from kickoff. And a special shout out before we begin today to the daughter of Jason Hillier, who you just saw run out onto the field there, hand in hand with the Guildfordians skipper, Sophie Watson. Jason Hillier's daughter, Tasha Hillier, who's today's mascot. She's 13, she's been playing up for the under 14. She's an absolutely massive Bath fan. And of course, her sister starts at scrum half wearing 23. Shout out as well to one of the Worthing coaches, Sophie Stafford, who actually takes over as head coach next year, Chris Gaskell, moving up to look after the under 23s. Former under 18 girls captain here at Worthing. Was at Harlequins, but unfortunately a career cut short due to injury, but she will be in charge of this team next year. But for now, it's Chris Gaskell's team, and they are ready to receive kickoff. Worthing in blue playing from right to left. Guildfordians in green and purple from left to right.
Taken back.
Worthing looking to play inside their 22.
Hands away, no, leave it green.
We saw this last night in that boys final.
Inside.
Both sides were looking to play from deep, and we're going to see it again here in this girls final. And what a rampaging early run that is. The imposing Daisy Evans making that big burst early on. We said she was one to watch. She'd actually missed a huge chunk of the season, as we see Watson getting an early turnover for
No
Guildfordians.
advantage, we come back for the knock-on. All right.
Daisy Evans actually missed a huge chunk of the season after a really long injury layoff. Came back for the semi-finals of this competition and scored a hat-trick in that semi-final, including length of the field interception. Some player.
Perfect, thank you very much. Time back on. Sorry, girls.
She is far from alone.
Perfect, girls. Are we okay with the gap?
Yeah.
Cool. Crouch!
Hillier to feed the scrum.
Bind! Set!
Big Bath fans. The Hillier fans.
Up we get. Hold your balance, okay?
Yeah.
Hold your balance in each other, and then we set and we start pushing, okay?
Plays for Surrey as well, actually, does Hilliard. Her third visit to the Stoop in the past 3 seasons. She scored the opener in that 2023 under-16 final, as well as being involved in the centres, actually, in last year's under-18 final. Here she is.
Let's use it, green.
At scrum half this evening. Gets that one away to Brooks, who then feeds into the midfield and then gets the ball back again. That's lovely back play from Guildfordians, and there could be a bit of space out here on the far side as Worthing gets into the 22.
Step.
Watson now shrugs off one, bounces off another, eventually brought down just on the edge of that 22.
Step.
Brooks takes it to the line herself. And that's that balance, isn't it, between her abilities as a 10 and as a 12. She's happy to go direct, but Worthing equal to the challenge, forcing the holding on penalty. Just a reminder to those watching, the first score in this game is hugely, hugely important. That kick's just mistouched, so Guildfordians with a chance to counter through Worthing. In the event of a draw, the team that has scored first will be declared the winner. So scoring first is hugely, hugely important. Incidentally, if it's a 0-0 draw, which we sincerely hope it won't be, but if it is a 0-0 draw, the title will be shared. There's no extra time tonight. Morley takes that on.
Yep, good there.
Good tackle from Gayler, the vice-captain. New player to this Worthing side is Gayler. She's made a big impact in taking the vice-captaincy. It's Garrity now. Chips that one out into the far side, and now there is a little bit of space for Worthing.
Stay there.
Just hit the brake pedal a little bit here. A bit of much needed go forward there after some slow ball, but well, I mentioned that Sophie Watson was going to be one to keep an eye on. That's her second turnover, and we're what, 3.5 minutes into the game.
Back foot. Penalty advantage.
Ghosting through now. Goes Brooks. Brooks, oh, the lovely step off one and then off the other. What a way to open the scoring here at the Stoop. Charlotte Brooks, the England international, the Cranley School pupil, with a brilliant, brilliant try.
Directly in front, yeah, where you scored.
She'll be taking the conversion herself. But what a score that was. Really is. Magical player. And one to watch with the boot as well. She was the Aura Trophy winner back in 2022. Was pretty dead-eyed with the boot as well. That's a nice strike. Guildfordians have a 7-0 lead. Charlotte Brooks, the scorer, came from the Watson turnover. One phase, and then Brooks saw that someone had jumped out the line, took the gap, and how about that for a step? Absolutely magical.
Just make sure you're on the back foot for me, okay? Just take an extra step back. When you're ready.
Superb.
Go girls, behind the kicker. When you're ready, 10.
See it again here. The acceleration to get through the gap. Slows her feet to make the step. And just strolls home, and she's off again. Guildfordians have found their stride.
Step for me, one more.
It is worth pointing out they have been astonishing this season.
Advantage, late tackle.
They really, really have. Worthing are in fact the only side to have completed 70 minutes against them in this competition.
Keep that mark for me,
every other side have had the game called early because Guildfordians have hit the 50-point mark. Worthing clung on in there to last the full 70, but that just
Leg
shows
tackle
you
on number 10, green.
the level of team we've got out here. And Brooks, the try scorer, certainly at the helm.
Halfway line, girls, halfway line.
She finds a good touch as well.
Blue. You first player?
She's just taken late there, wasn't she?
First player. That's your mark, okay? Little step that way.
But I don't think Worthing will be too disappointed with that penalty. I think they know that
good on you, Tom.
To stay in this game and stop Guildfordians getting any momentum after that early score, they need to get in Brooks's face and try and throw her off her rhythm a little bit. And tackles like that will do them no end of good as well.
Girls, that's a really
brilliant
good
work.
second
Faye
scrum
Bell
over there
actually stepping in there. She's a PDG player. Is Faye Bell, another one of the Worthing College cohort in this
Crouch!
Worthing RFC team.
Bind!
Powerful tackle.
Set!
She's 17 players in this Worthing RFC squad that play for Worthing College.
Yeah, step back.
Billy Brown, the vice captain, is one of them, bouncing off would-be tacklers there. Evans takes it forward and gets an offload away as well. This is good from Worthing.
No clear lift on the ball.
Rowland keeps it moving the same way. It's well taken on the floor. Really well taken on the floor, but it's a great counter-ruck from Guildfordians. What can they do on the counter-attack? They find Hancock. Oh, and then hitting the hard line is Lucy Hart.
First player with the ball, she came through the gate.
But it's been poached by Worthing now. Is there a counter-attacking opportunity? No, the scrag tackle comes in.
Taken back.
Exhausting start to this game. As Brown bumps off another tackler.
Outside.
She's definitely a player to watch, is Billy Brown.
That's hit a green player. They want to go quickly.
And that's a fantastic clearing kick from Alice Redfern. She was involved in the England camp earlier this year. And that just one of the many skills that she has to offer.
That's your mark, okay? Blue, you set the gap, okay?
Fantastic kick.
Girls, on the 22. On the 22. Stay there. Stay there. Play on, fair contest, ball is out.
Brooks is met early. Sharp work from Redfern. Brooks fizzes that one across the defence, and there could be some numbers as a result of that pass. Cut out a few defenders. Watson has to bend over to pick that one up, but then gets the pass away.
Go step, a little step.
It's such a contest on the floor tonight. Brooks, oh, just takes it to the line. Such a late pass. Has it again. That one's almost intercepted though.
You come back for the knock on over here.
Well, it's definitely a tactic from Worthing, isn't it? They're sending up a runner. They got caught out slightly for it for the opening try, but this time it worked. They're just trying to get players up in the eye line of Brooks as much as they can.
Girls, the gap at the line out for me is too big.
It's just
Both teams
important
take
that
a
as
little
they
step,
do
okay?
that, they make sure the defence filters in behind. This time they managed it. We might just see it again here. You see the player on the far side shoots out, but the defence does well to stay connected behind her to make sure there's no dogleg left behind. Clearly a bit of a tactic from Worthing to counter the artistry of Brooks.
Stay there, stay there. No lift. Ball was out, that's correct. Tackle! It's okay, ripped by blue, ripped by blue. Ball was out, she's legal.
Brooks does well to get that one away, and it's created a bit of space. Kira Day bursting through and up to the 22, and if she can get back to her feet quickly enough, she might have been away, but just got a bit disorientated as she got to her feet. What a burst that was, but it's great defence from Worthing. Her opposite number, Ella Houston, did fantastically well to get back, and Worthing go quickly with the penalty as well. What a vital turnover that was from Houston. Kira Day bursting through, and her opposite number and fellow front rower getting back. Watson's over that one again, but this time the referee says she's not supporting her body weight.
Please stay up, support your body weight.
It is ferocious on the floor this evening. Absolutely ferocious. Redfern's kick finds a decent touch. Worthing will have a line out inside of Guildfordians territory. Look at this from Day.
Green, okay?
Just hits the accelerator as she receives the ball. Daisy Evans does absolutely brilliantly to corner flag across and make the tackle.
Time you're on.
And then it was Ella Houston that got back to make the turnover.
Let's go, two! Let's go.
Evans the target of the line out. Worthing go off the top and then into the hands of Geraghty, and Geraghty finds a bit of space, and there might be even more out here for Gayla. Gayla is scragged though by Lucy Hart.
Get out of there! Penalty advantage, Green not rolling away. Number 12, thank you.
Playing with advantage though are Worthing, so this is free ball. Redfern decides she'll just stab a kick through and chase after it. Whose ball is this going to be? Could go anywhere. Watson just about gets there.
Come back. Where's the mark, Tom? Here.
Oh, bouncing ball. That could have gone anywhere. Redfern for half a second.
Not rolling.
Looked as though she might just get there first, but combination of Guildfordians players managed to get the ball down.
Mark, okay. Girls, 2 little steps from me, okay?
Hart, they're just not quite rolling away to the referee's satisfaction. Redfern to the corner.
Green, take the line. Green, take the line. Green, take the line. What's that? As soon as my hand goes down, yes.
Big opportunity
Receiver.
then for Worthing.
Girls, toes behind the line. Find there. Find there.
Ball goes over the top, but it's claimed at the tail of the line out by Enticknap. And across the line go Worthing.
Try score.
They've showed plenty of endeavour and they have their reward here. Quarter of an hour in, they get their first score.
On the 15 for me.
I think it might have been Daisy Evans. We'll just take another look here. Line out went over the top, but it was tidied up nicely by Enticknap. And it's Daisy Evans alert at the tail of that ruck. Goes storming right through the middle. And a chance here for Faye Bell to level things up. Excellent clinical play from Worthing. 1 entry into the 22 and 1 try with it. Conversion from Bell is good as well. And we're all square. Guildfordians 7, Worthing 7. Daisy Evans, the skipper, with the try.
Left.
As I say, she missed a huge chunk of the season through injury.
Substitutions, Blue.
But she has been magnificent since her return. Few changes then. Try and keep you abreast of those as we see the players in closer view.
Yeah, there's 2 players coming off. Come back on. Let's play. Girls behind the kicker. When you're ready. Knock-on advantage. Still got the knock-on advantage. You can't just go straight off your feet. Okay, we come back for the knock-on. From green ball.
That kickoff from Brooks, low thump. Arrived with serious pace. So quick, our cameraman couldn't quite keep up with it.
Little step back from here. Does the mark there. Step forward. Crouch! Bind! Set! Who's that? All on side, Tom. Cool, wonderful.
Another good tackle from Redfern. She's putting herself about in defence, and it's created enough chaos for a turnover there. I think it might have been Bell that got her hands on the ball, and Redfern thinks she's spotted a bit of space and finds some grass. That's a clever kick.
No advantage, we come back for the holding on.
We'll come back for the penalty anyway.
Yeah, your ball. Holding on.
Just over a quarter of the way through this game.
What's that? No penalty?
And it's all square.
Box here, yeah. Decision, kick to touch. Go. No?
Redfern decides to go quick. Evans. Offloads through contact, and there's a bit of space here. I think Newby has actually made it onto the field. Just try and clarify that. Newby should be wearing 23 if she does come on. I think that might have been her. Been an incredible recovery. Fractured her ankle at the Rosslyn Park Sevens. Howden Rosslyn Park National School Sevens, I should say.
Hands away! Play on. Let's play.
It looks as though she's managed to make it back in time for this final. Brilliant to see. Redfern finds Newby. Gets tackled into touch though.
Good tackle, yeah. Good tackle. Blue, that's your mark. First player, that's your mark. Girls, even in attack, you have to be 10, okay? Thank you. Stop now. Stop. Got a hooker. You haven't got, sorry, yeah, all good. Sorry, we'll play. Apologies, my fault.
Line out is poached by Worthing.
That was the hooker, yeah? Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
It looks like the vice-captain, Dummigan, is on as well. Domingan, I should say. Guildfordians, oh, that's lovely footwork from Wathen. Fantastic play from the fullback.
Squeeze ball, you cannot play squeeze ball, free kick.
But squeeze ball. For those that don't know, a squeeze ball is
Cannot play the ball through your legs.
when you get taken to ground and play the ball between your legs.
Just a free kick, okay? It's not a penalty. Squeeze balls, it's just a free kick. So tap. Green, take a step.
You are allowed to do it if all options have been closed off by bodies around you, but you're not allowed to do it as a means of preventing the opposition from getting to the ball. Brown, lovely tip-on pass. That's excellent from Brown.
First green player on the ball.
Watson with the turnover. Harlequins player enjoying herself out there.
Blue, no hands, no hands. Leave it there. Well done. We'll leave it there.
Brown with the steal, but then hands it
Penalty
back.
advantage,
She's
blue
done her
offside.
job, though, of slowing the ball down, although a
12,
penalty
5,
is then given for an offside in the midfield as Girdler charges forward.
Touch it. Go decision.
Brooks goes for the tap.
Yeah.
Then stabs the ball through. There's a bit of space there, but it's been well covered by Izzy May.
You cannot drag her away. You cannot drag her into touch.
But another penalty.
Made, you cannot drag a player out of touch.
Just starting to mount up, these penalties, aren't they?
What's that? Yeah. Green, step forward, step to me. Backwards by Blue.
Val Rivera arrives late at the line out, but makes an impact there with that tackle. That's brilliantly taken behind her head.
Step.
The Worthing player. Worthing seeing an awful lot of the ball.
Step.
Thumping tackle comes in. Redfern decides they're on the back foot. Kicks the ball downfield and over the head of Fizz Wathen, who's got Redfern to deal with here. And indeed, Billy Brown, the tight head, who made a huge amount of ground up. And a high tackle comes in, so Guildfordians playing with advantage. What can they do with it?
Penalty advantage over!
Big burst through. I think it was Erin Knight that made the space, but the penalty, once again, it's been superb at the breakdown from Worthing. They have made so many turnovers this evening already. Stopped Guildfordians from building any sort of momentum because every breakdown has been a nightmare. But Guildfordians giving as good as they get, earning the penalty as well at the breakdown.
They good on you? Let's go. Tapping.
Brooks to Watson. Watson carrying into traffic and still going Watson. Still on her feet is Watson. It's taken about 5 players to get her to ground.
That's good. Hands away now, 8. Hands away.
And Knight was there in support, and now Watson has it again.
Hands away, Blue. Hands away. Your hands are on the floor first. Step back.
Brooks.
Get out of there. Well done.
Again, Worthing trying to send up runners into that channel,
Good
but
tackle for me.
Brooks managed to get the ball away. She steps in
13 blue, never back on side.
at scrum half this time.
9. Step.
Ilya now back in her familiar scrum half role as Rivera
Tackle,
now
release,
takes the
blue.
ball on.
Right.
Brooks. In fact, it's not Brooks.
Penalty advantage over now.
Ward, Paige Ward takes it on. And playing the second row and in the front row. Now Brooks loops that one over. Now there could be a bit of space here. Surging into it goes Coombs. Just can't quite
Still
find the
got
pass
for
for Paige Thomas.
Buckle.
But again, we saw that tactic from Worthing, didn't we? Someone flying up to try and get in the eye line of Brooks.
Blue ball.
But this time Brooks just floating it over that on-rushing defender. You see it here. Worthing send up a flyer, but Brooks just floats it over into the hands of Coombs. And I tell you what, if that pass had just been a couple of inches lower,
the scrums will be really good, okay?
Guildfordians might have been in for their second score. Interesting defensive pattern here from Guildfordians as well. They've switched fullback Fizz Wathen to this near side wing. Paige Thomas has gone across to the far side.
Always inside.
Mixing up their defensive ideas here, trying to show a different picture to the opposition. And in the backfield, lurking was Carson Morley, and Morley's into the 22. Defensive realignment paying off for Guildfordians, and now they're trying to break up towards the line, pass back inside. Tidied up on the floor, I think, by Scarlett King.
When you're on the ground, you can't play the ball on the floor.
Worthing tried to
in the 5, yeah?
play the ball. It's a penalty to Guildfordians.
It's good, but you cannot play the ball on the floor.
You want to play quickly, and Watson now. Oh, she's met with a massive tackle from Daisy Evans, the one player she did not want to run into. Meeting of the two captains there, Evans coming out on top on that occasion.
Yeah, good there.
And up to the line with Paige Ward. Guildfordians have their second. Sharp hands from Erna Hancock, and Paige Ward gets the try.
What's that? 5.5, yeah.
Another one of those on her third visit to the Stoop. Hancock floated the pass to her, and Paige Ward drives over. She's a fan of Sarah Byrne. I'll tell you what, Sarah Byrne would be happy with that score. Blasting over from close range. Godalming College, second row / front row with the score. Brooks with the conversion. Guildfordians back in front, 14 points to 7 with 5 minutes left in the half.
Off their feet, all right, no, watch me. Perfect. Stop. What's up?
No stranger to performing in front of a crowd is Paige Ward. She's got a
thumbs off.
A big passion for performing arts. She's also been on stage at the Shaftesbury Theatre in London. Here's the first try. It was a cracker from Brooks. All on her own, just spotted the dog leg, the lovely little shimmied step across the line.
There's an alarm on, okay, so we're holding position. 5 minutes.
Worthing
yeah, I said that.
hit back through their skipper, Daisy Evans.
We're just holding, okay,
picking up and going through the middle of the ruck. Seen these highlights, by the way, because we've got a bit of a break in play here because there's an alarm going on. An announcement's been made, but I couldn't quite make it out.
Play, ready? Let's play.
Paige Ward. Putting Guildfordians back in front. Whatever the announcement was, the alarm is over and we're ready to play again. 5 minutes left in the half. Alice Redfern of Worthing to get us back underway. Well, I wonder what it was. Watson, who was adjusting her shoelaces earlier. It's done her some good as well, because that's a lung-busting 30-yard break there.
No clear release.
Brooks now takes it to the line, just trying to find a bit of space to put someone into, but a good tackle comes in on her, and another penalty to Worthing. Their work in that contact area has been fantastic. This time, the tackle on Brooks, as she tried to get back to her feet, they made sure that they completed the tackle, getting the penalty for it. And Redfern will have another chance to pump this one into touch. In fact, no, the dummy to touch. And the pass to Brown, and then a serious contact in the midfield there. Taken on by Domingen. Stolen though by Guildfordians, and Brooks with the ambitious offload into the hands of Rivera. Rivera tried to repeat the trick. Ball was lost though, and scorching away go Worthing College. My goodness me, look at the pace there. Astonishing pace. Oh, how about that, Izzy May. Frightening, frightening pace from Izzy May. A winger's try, if ever there was one. Loose ball, and she's gone. Absolutely no catching her. The Worthing College people, unstoppable. What a finish that is. Astonishing pace. She actually played the other 23 side not so long ago against the Navy. She'd only just turned 18 and she was turning out for the under 23s, which tells you an awful lot about what Worthing think of Izzy May.
I've got 2 to play.
And against the under 23s, she scored against the Navy. Quite outstanding, and we see exactly why they were so confident in putting her up through the age grades there. Faye Bell knocks over the conversion, her second of the game, and we're all square once again with 2 minutes left in the half. Guildfordians 14, Worthing 14. And this is by far and away the stiffest test of Guildfordians season. Worthing playing out of their skins at the moment. And it's fitting, really, that that try comes from defensive pressure and a loose ball, because it has been this Worthing defence that's been the hallmark so far this evening. Their work at the breakdown, we might see another example here. No, just cleared away in time. Their work at the breakdown has been absolutely impeccable this evening.
Advantage. First one was backwards, second one was forward.
Lost forward, so it'll be a Worthing scrum, but again, it's that defensive pressure, isn't it? That defensive line just pressing up and forcing pressure passes.
Yeah. Left hand side, yeah.
Brooks just searching for a bit of space, and just means the pass is up in that shoulder area, makes it harder to control.
Little step forward for me, little step forward. Perfect. Crouch! Bind!
The scrum Worthing.
Set!
And I'm no coach, but I say give the ball to Izzy May. Tell her to pin her ears back.
Balls out, play. Balls out, goes.
Slightly scrappy ball at the back of the scrum, so Worthing just have to shorten things up a little bit before now sending it wide, and oh, that's a beautiful pass and a beautiful line and a lovely step, and Worthing are away here once again. Anya Geraghty scorching away, she's just hauled down If they can get quick ball, it's still on though.
Green.
Guildfordians have done brilliantly to slow it down though. Newby now down this touchline.
Play on.
Loses her shirt but keeps the ball alive. That's fantastic. Bell brings it out into the open field and now straightens.
He's falling into contact, no high tackle.
They've got numbers on the far side if they can move the ball quickly.
Stop.
Ball is just slowed again, but Redfern implores them to keep the pace moving.
Backwards.
It was her pass and the
Nice
line from
time.
Garrity that got them into this position. It's almost Finn Russell to Hugh Jones.
Green, leave it.
All those years ago up at Murrayfield.
Hands away,
2018, I think it was.
Advantage.
Echoes of that.
Not rolling.
Redfern through the gap. Redfern's going to go. She started it. She'll finish it. Worthing are going to go into the half-time break in front. Brilliant rugby.
Yeah. You can let them know. Last kick.
Alice Redfern pulling strings and finishing it off. And just look at this. This is how it started.
Right,
this pass from Redfern, flat across the line. The brilliant line from Anya Garrity. Redfern just put the ball in a space for Garrity to hit. She did exactly that, made it into the 22.
You've got a minute left.
And then a couple of phases, Redfern gets her hands on again. And just spots that she's up against front row forwards and that there's half a gap there for her to exploit. Showing all the canny work that got her into that England camp. And puts Worthing RFC in front for the first time in the game. Faye Bell here looking to add a third conversion just to extend that advantage. Bell converts. Worthing going at the break. 7 points to the good. They lead Guildfordians 21 points to 14. That Alice Redfern score sending them into the break in front. Here it is again. Just spots that she's got the mismatch there. Goes through the gap and has the pace to finish it off. Big, big second half coming up. Guildfordians haven't been in this position really all season, but Worthing felt confident coming into this. They knew they'd done a job on them in the 10s, and we're seeing the evidence of that here. What a second half we have to come. And this is the story of the half. Guildfordians on the score sheet first. The England fly half. Charlotte Brooks ghosting through the gap and then some neat footwork to finish off underneath the posts. She converted her own score for a 7-0 lead, but it would eventually be short-lived. But it was a lovely, lovely break, wasn't it? Just ghosting through the gap and that soft step off the left foot, sending her clear. Worthing hit back. Clinical work from the line out here. It went over the top, but they secured possession. And then Daisy Evans, the skipper, so crucial in that semi-final, getting on the score sheet in the final as well. Just see her there. She spots that there's no one really in the middle of that ruck, and so she just goes straight through it and across the line. So that leveled things up with the Bell conversion, but Guildfordians not too long before the break. It's been a really exciting finish to this first half. Guildfordians got themselves back in front. Hancock getting the ball on to Paige Ward, who went driving between the sticks. Be doing a disservice. It might have been Girdler actually. Got the pass on to Ward. Then this try, the pick of the bunch really, but just sheer pace from Izzy May. Absolutely clean set of heels along that touchline. And coming from what has been the strength of Worthing all half, just defensive pressure, a loose ball there. And within about 3 steps, she was gone. That levelled it up when Bell converted, but the story of the half was not over. Worthing had one more card to play, and it was Alice Redfern that played it. Spotting no more than half a yard of a gap, but it was half a yard too much from a Guildfordians point of view. Redfern with the try, Bell with the third conversion, and we head into the half-time break with Guildfordians trailing here against Worthing. Worthing are on top against the champions, leading 21 points to 14.
Get ready for the ultimate international showdown. This December, the Global Schools Challenge 2025 is heading to the Mediterranean Sports Hub in Salou, Spain, located just an hour outside of Barcelona. From December 14th to 19th, the world's top student athletes will compete in rugby and a range of new sports. Hosted at one of Europe's premier facilities, you'll experience world-class pitches, state-of-the-art equipment, and a vibrant atmosphere designed for excellence. Off the field, explore the beautiful coastal town of Salou, enjoy golden beaches, and take a trip to Barcelona for iconic landmarks like the Sagrada Familia and the Nou Camp. Every game will be streamed live by NextGenXV, bringing the action to a global audience. Don't miss your chance to be part of this incredible event. Register now at globalschoolschallenge.com and rise to the challenge.
The right kit changes everything. With the right kit, you're ready for anything. United, connected, unstoppable. Whatever your sport, we are your sporting partner. Creating your kit your way. For every team, for every challenge, for every aspiration. Feel seen, feel ready, feel part of the team. Kit on, game on.
Welcome back. Just about ready for the second half here at the Stoop for the Under-18 Girls Quins Cup final. And what a final it has been so far. Reigning champions Guildfordians trailing Worthing, the challengers, 21 points to 14. You can see the players are in the tunnel, ready and raring to come out. For those of you just joining us, Worthing are going to be in blue, Guildfordians in green. Worthing playing from left to right. Referee Morgan Softly is ready to go. Players back out onto the field. Well, if the second half is anything like the first half, we have got an absolute cracker on our hands. I just want to remind you of what a performance this is so far from Worthing. Guildfordians walked the league stage of this competition. It would be no exaggeration to say that. They finished top of the table. No side really got close to them. 50 points in every game. Their semi-final with a number of players missing, in fact 8 players missing against Old Reigatians, was a 57-5 victory. Worthing meanwhile had to scrap and fight their way to victory, 31-27 against Farnham, who'd finished second in the league, to reach this final. But Worthing here leading Guildfordians in the final, 19 points to 21 points I should say, to 14. With 35 minutes remaining. It's been monumental, particularly defensively from Worthing so far. Can they keep that up? And what have Guildfordians got in response in this second half?
Hands away, hands away. Leave it, leave it, leave it.
I don't know about you at home, but I cannot wait to see the way this unfolds. Cracking carry from Kira Day, who made that fantastic break early in the first half.
Yeah.
Brooks with a try to her name already, hacking through. Brave, brave work from her opposite number, Redfern.
What's that? Yeah, back off blue, yeah.
Almost Lewis Moody-esque, wasn't it? Putting her head where it hurts to secure possession for her side. Total commitment here today, and then bursting through goes Daisy Evans, the skipper. She's just scragged. What an important tackle that was from Day as Evans went bursting through.
Out.
Redfern stabs a kick through. Well, we've got players on both sides cramping up already. We've only been going about 30 seconds in this second half, but it's a heavy pitch out there. Evans. The referee just blows his whistle as we start to get a little bit close to the players with cramp. I can't, surely we've not got cramp at this stage.
Okay, back foot of the ruck.
We're only 30 seconds in after the second half. Or after half time, I should say.
Cramp. Cramp.
Mind you, who am I to judge? I'd be cramped up after about 30 seconds of the first half. Hopefully everyone's all right out there. But already, we're only, what, 90 seconds into this second half, and we've already seen the ferociousness of this game.
Also, just let me know when she gets up, yeah?
Kira Day and Daisy Evans giving it everything. Yeah. Charlotte Brooks showing some neat touches with her feet.
Don't waste your time.
And then that commitment from Redfern to stop that Brooks break from going any further.
Oh. Double cramp. What?
I like the fact you can't have that.
Yeah. That's the scrum half. It says that's the scrum half.
Let's go!
Time back on. Let's set up, girls, when you're ready.
Right, we're ready to get back underway. Worthing will have the scrum. They were in possession when referee blew his whistle. Excellent depth
Hold!
on this Worthing
Hold the
attack.
push!
to get things set, but
Scrum's rotated, okay? Have to stop it for
scrum
safety.
just a bit unstable. Referee's going to let us go
Make
again.
sure you're both driving straight, okay? You're not rotating the scrum. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold! Hold the push!
Worthing get on the attack.
Hands away, Green! Hands
Met
away,
hard
Green!
in
No clear
midfield
release,
though
you're
by
part of that tackle.
Guildfordians. Brown, who was sensational in the first half, and here she is on another rampaging run.
Tackle, Green!
Was met well by Kira Day though. Day is having a really good game for
First player on the ball.
Guildfordians.
First player
That
on
was
the ball.
nearly poached by Guildfordians, but it's
The
just
knock-on
about
advantage,
clawed back
'cause she won the ball and knocked it on. Knock-on
by
advantage,
Worthing.
over.
Now into the hands of the try scorer, Izzy May. This time she's stopped.
Step, step.
You can feel the electricity when she gets the ball though.
She's legal. Advantage. High tackle. You're fine. It was a high tackle by you. Keep it down. Tackle was good. High tackle.
Penalty Worthing. Redfern comes across. Now we saw a couple of times in the first half she'd look to the corner and then go quickly, but this time she is indeed going to the corner.
There you are. Time off. Girls, we can set up the line out, okay? We can set up the line out. Let's go.
Couple of changes here for Guildfordians. Just working out exactly who it is that's going on and off. Seems to have been settled
tell that
now.
hooker to come infield and step back too. That one, that one. Green, in. Well done. Yeah. Turn back on.
Worthing line out. Scored from a similar position in the first half. What have they got for us here in the second?
Backwards by Green.
Ball is
Still backwards by
lost
Green.
at the line out though, so comes the way of Guildfordians. Oh, and what an electric piece of play that is by Dita Shaw. She's another of those that was involved in the England under-18 setup during the Six Nations, and that burst of acceleration, an example of exactly why.
Hands away, Blue. Hands away. You're not supporting your body weight. Backwards. Juggle was backwards.
The good news is on this near side for those watching,
Flat.
Jess Hillier is back on her feet and prowling
Off the
the
foot.
touchline. Good to see her recovered now. Guildfordians trying to stay
Advantage, knock
alive.
on.
Losing the ball forward though, so Worthing with an opportunity here. There is a little bit of
Backwards, ball is
space if
out.
they can put width on the ball. Instead they decide the pass is a little too risky, so Faye Bell just takes it on straight, as she has done a number of times tonight,
That's knock-on advantage
making
over.
useful yards. Redfern trying to just tread water a bit and see if she can find some space. Still has a hold of the ball. Well, that's one way of doing it. Successful way as well, although that just
Knock
lost
on.
forward at the end.
Scrum. Green ball. Yep. Time off. Inhaler.
Another brief delay for a bit of a knock. In fact, it's for an inhaler, so good news is that should be all fit and raring to go in not too long. The planes pass overhead here at the Twickenham Stoop, right on the Heathrow
Yeah.
flight path we are. Which always makes you wonder, doesn't it, given that we're a mere few hundred yards from Allianz Stadium here at Twickenham, why we never see a flyover at the stadium as we do sometimes
Scrum. Green
in
ball.
South Africa before big international matches.
Oh no, sorry. It's yeah, blue ball.
Anyone who's got contacts high up at the RFU, why don't we suggest
Blue
that
ball,
to
yeah?
them? Let's have a flyover before the next England game.
Tom, was it a knock on by blue or green? The knock on by blue. Yeah, green ball, green ball, green ball. Green ball. Both of you come in.
Scrum halves being scrum halves here.
Your job is to put the ball in the scrum and get the ball out, okay? I don't want any of that. Green ball. I made the mistake, I'm sorry, I made the mistake.
Cheeky work from Harriet Rowland, who made it look as though it was definitely going to be a Worthing put in, but Dita Short has her hands on the ball now for the Guildfordians put in. Scrum halves, eh?
There.
Never let them change.
Hold the push, Green!
Picked up off the base by Freya Sharp. So the referee's going to call them back for the knock-on.
Whistle.
And in the end, Rowland's going to get her way. It's going to be a Worthing scrum.
Yep.
That's the other thing with scrum halves, isn't it? Somehow they're never wrong. Even when they are wrong, they end up being right. Another one, Rowland, who spent ages out, injured. About 6 months, I think it was, that she was out. But she's come back. She's been in flying form.
Bind! Set! What we get?
Two front rows getting to know each other particularly closely there.
Three.
By the way, Guildfordians have got Ruby Winstanley
Make sure you're not losing your
working
mind, okay?
with them this
When you're
evening.
under pressure,
Ruby
do not
played
lose your mind,
in
okay?
last year's
Next one
final.
against you,
She was an
okay?
England under-18 international last year, and since finishing up her under-18s career, she's a full-time player at Harlequins these days.
Turn back on.
So
Replacement.
plenty of front row
Have you
knowledge
subbed a player on? Yep.
in the Guildfordians ranks.
Neither back five or next to her. Back five or next to her. Back five, okay. We're on here. On her.
Right, I think we're about ready to get going. We are.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold! Hold the push, Green!
Worthing get the ball away. Looping play
Back into the half.
from Redfern, and now Izzy May feeds it on. And then dancing down the touchline. Go Worthing, but that's a really good piece of covering work from Dita Short. Excellent cover.
She was out first, then she knocked it on. So no one. Blue, this is your mark. Good on you, Tom. Wonderful. Yeah, you're good there.
Line out Guildfordians.
Stay.
Been a funny second half so far, hasn't it? It's been quite scrappy. A little bit
Oh, sorry, I
stop-start.
didn't know you
We're
had
going to
the ball,
have
but it's a knock on by Green.
another
Knock on by
stop
Green,
here
yeah.
because it's going to be a scrum
Scrum, blue
Worthing
ball.
ball. But I think that stop-start nature just reflects
off.
the fact that we are in finals rugby here.
Yep.
And
Knock
we
on by
are
Green,
in
yeah.
a second half that is tense
Cramp.
and of the utmost importance to both these sides. We've got another case of cramp here. And this is the thing in games like these. You may have experienced it yourself when you play in a big game. You've got that adrenaline pumping through you all day, really. Evening
20
kickoff.
fouls to go.
Professional pitches tend to be a little heavier than the pitches you might otherwise be used to, and it can just sap the life out of the legs a little bit. Often see it on the other side of town at Allianz Stadium when teams play there. Used to be a famous thing in FA Cup finals at Wembley. Some of the most elite athletes in the world would be running around at Wembley Stadium, and come the hour mark, they'd all be going down with cramp. Something about the tension of the day makes the pitch feel heavy sometimes.
Oh, so we need a front row replacement. The replacement come on the field yet?
So Day is jogging off the
Has the
field, but
replacement
is
come
going to
on the field
rotate
yet?
through just to make
Yeah,
sure she
okay,
gets
no
that
worries.
cramp properly sorted out. So we will
Mark's here, just step back.
have a change in the front row
Come back on.
for Guildfordians. I think they're just trying to make sure that that change has actually happened. How many have they got in the field? I'll do a quick count up for you. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Sub
5,
has not
6,
been
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, they need one more player. And they've got one. Charging back onto the field comes Val Rivera.
Keep it. Edge of the lines, the mark goes.
So Rivera will slot in at
Back
hooker.
5, yeah. Scrum half, back 5.
It looks as though, I think, Iona Hancock is on the loose head side now.
Ready goes.
And Lily Girdler
Crouch!
is on the tight head side.
Binds! Set! Hold!
Worthing scrum.
Let's come straight out this way, okay? Let's come straight out of the tunnel. We'll reset. Come straight out of the tunnel. Crouch! Binds! Set! Hold the push screen!
Redfern,
stay by
clean
next
scrum
time.
that time. Redfern tries to take it up to the line and then a flat pass into Brunel. Of Belgian descent is Brunel, and wouldn't be unlikely to see an international cap coming her way. She's very versatile, can play 10, 12 and 13. They go towards the blind side. Daisy Evans called that one.
Penalty advantage.
And
Yep,
she's
just a high
eked a
tackle.
penalty out of it as well with the high tackle and bounced back to her feet. Still going,
Penalty
Evans.
advantage.
Oh. She really is some player,
mark,
is Daisy Evans. And now Faye Bell
Tackle!
goes
Tackle
hard and
release!
straight as well. Tackled by Scarlett King. She's had a busy game as Scarlett King.
Another advantage, number 18.
And another penalty advantage
Captain.
for Worthing. And I think Sophie Watson
penalty on,
is going to
my
get
AR or penalty over there.
just a little bit of a chat.
How far
Is
else?
she? No, in fact, the captain he was calling for was Daisy Evans, just giving her a choice of which penalty to go for. I thought we
Offside,
might be getting a
18 blue, 18 green, sorry.
warning there for
Hold, 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 hold,
Guildfordians, but
on the line.
just wanted to give the choice of penalties.
18 green offside. When you're
Redfern
ready.
then, 5 metres
When you're
out,
ready.
15 metres in. Takes the tap and then gives it on to Billy Brown, and Billy Brown is the right person to give that one to.
Tackle!
Another
Listen, girls,
storming
it's a
run, but
tackle!
she's just taken down short of the line, is she? Well, I think
Listen,
she's
okay?
got that
It's a
down, has
tackle,
she?
You've been brung over the line. Scrum, your ball.
No try, says the referee. Scrum, blue ball.
Scrum, your ball. There's the mark. Okay, no worries.
Worthing with the 5 metre scrum.
Girls, feet stay on the line till the ball is out. Stay bind, okay? Not just your hand, your head as well. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Big scrum
Ball out,
from
yeah, ball's out.
Guildfordians, but
Ball's
Daisy
lifted.
Evans picks up off the base. Evans goes around the
She
blind
lifted
side
the ball back up,
and
play
gets
on,
up to
short.
within about 6 inches of the try line. Referee
Hold there, hold
blows
there, hold there, hold there.
his whistle, but
Away,
it's
away,
because
away,
we've got
away,
a
away.
knock to the nose to one of the
Scrum, your
Guildfordians
ball.
players.
Scrum, your
Daisy
ball.
Evans, though, going close once again off the base of the scrum.
Head injury, stop play. Tom. Anything
They
on your
brought
side of the
all
scrum.
their players across to the open side, looked for all money like that was the way they were going to go, but Daisy Evans went to the blind side and oh so nearly made it work.
Last warning, yeah, make sure you don't lose your bind, okay, under pressure.
Just a word there from the referee to Worthing about their bind at scrum time, just saying that that's a last warning, so
This side.
we may see
Yeah, I mean, like, as in.
if they get their bind wrong
What,
at
on
that
the other-
scrum, then it may get escalated, but I think the referee's just
Basically, you're
talking
using
through
your bind,
exactly what he
okay?
wants
She's
to
driving you
Billy
forward.
Brown.
Keep your bind, okay?
Oh, I'm coming.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
coming
right,
away
okay.
with the bind.
Sharp player is Billy Brown. As I say,
I've
she's been in
got
Scotland
19.5
camp
minutes.
this year,
Correct, Tom?
seen what she's about in the loose, but getting a clear understanding of the scrum as well there, understanding exactly what the referee wanted. Well, it's been a funny old second half, hasn't it? We've not
Make
managed
sure
to
you're
string
driving
together
straight, okay, so
too
I
much
can reward you,
rugby,
okay?
but
You're driving straight and then
Yeah.
you're driving sideways. Okay,
Okay.
I need to reward you. Yeah. You're driving straight.
we are seeing some real tension out there. Kira Day is back on the field.
Tomac on, scrum, blue ball.
I think who she will have replaced is
Right.
Scarlett King,
Scrum
who just
blue.
had that knock and is getting a little bit of blood sorted, I believe. See if I can confirm that. Either way,
Let's go, guys, when you're ready, bind up.
Kira Day is definitely on.
Make sure everyone's feet are on the line, okay?
So we go again with a Worthing College scrum.
Crowd!
Referee has had a word
Bind!
with Worthing about their scrummaging and has said to
Set!
Guildfordians that he
Hold!
needs a straight drive if he's to reward it, and it is a big drive from Guildfordians, but again Worthing get it away and Daisy Evans gets to within
Get back,
a
get back.
couple of inches of the line. Oh, that's a great
Counter
counter
ruck
ruck.
is
Brilliant, brilliant from Charlotte Brooks.
Taken back over the
Might
line.
just have saved her team there, but they've been driven back behind their own
Taken
try
back
line.
over the line.
It's going to be
Grounded by
another
Green.
5-metre scrum.
Your ball.
Oh, some of the titans of these two
Taken back by
teams
Green.
are really
Scrum.
going at it now,
Blue
aren't
ball.
they? Evans just short. Charlotte Brooks with the great drive. And it was Redfern that was first there
Let's go,
in
guys.
the
Let's go.
face of Kira Day,
Please, guys, thank you.
driving her across the line. So another scrum,
Bro!
5 metres out for Worthing College. This starting to feel like an incredibly important passage of play.
Set!
Worthing have been
Hold!
camped here for some time now. It's another big scrum from Guildfordians. Will they get
What's that?
rewarded this time? No, Daisy Evans
that's
gets
the
away
winner
this
we
time.
played.
Evans has a bit of momentum, and Evans is across the try line for her second score of the game. Worthing get their reward.
The ball was out on that last scrum, so
Daisy
play
Evans
on.
with their fourth, her second. She got the momentum going
Yeah, just under.
and had the fight and scrap to get over the line. She had to show real control
on
at
the
the base
15.
of the scrum to just get the ball away as well. And then the power to get across. And across the semi-final and final of this tournament, she now has 5 tries. Talk about an impactful contribution. The skipper has provided that and more.
I have given words.
And in fact, speaking to Chris Gaskell, the head coach of Worthing, before the game, he described Daisy Evans as the best player he's ever worked with. And we're seeing exactly why. 2 tries for her, 4 for Worthing, 4 conversions as well for Faye Bell. And Worthing have a 28-14 lead
Yeah.
with about 20 minutes left to go. May claims the kickoff. May goes on another one of those winding runs, but
Don't
Charlotte
swing
Brooks
her. Well done.
gets a hold of her.
Let go.
Don't
Flat,
swing her. That's an
flat.
interesting call. I didn't know that that was
Backwards.
illegal. You see, you
Backwards.
learn
Agreed,
something
Tom,
every
well done.
day when you've got a ref mic. It's a shame my playing days are behind me, or I'd have been able to put that to good use. Not that I'd be able to get close enough to anyone these days to actually tackle them, but hey, that's a story for another day as Worthing try and find a hole for Geraghty in the midfield.
Ball's out. Side the half.
Evans, who was backpedaling there to get herself back in play, but such is her quality that players around her just want to feed her the ball as often as they possibly can, and they want to feed this one as well. Billy Brown.
Sorry.
She's been a real force as well for Worthing this evening.
Didn't affect play we play on. You've won the ball and you've knocked it on. You've won the ball and you've knocked it on.
Well, it was turned over on the floor by Guildfordians, but they lost it forward as they did so. It's going to be another scrum.
First player won the ball.
Guildfordians really haven't had much of the ball in this second half, have they? They've really found it difficult to get hands on. We've seen their quality when they do have it, but
how long you got back?
just haven't been able to string any possession together yet in the second half.
The back line good, Elsa, yeah.
The stop-start nature of it making life difficult.
Crouch! Binds! Sets! Hold! Stay in, stay in.
Good scrum this time from Worthing. Gets them on the front foot, and they do another wraparound play, and Redfern then sticks boot to ball. There's a bit of space out there, and it was a tricky one to cover. And now Izzy May just gets boot on it, and she's going to get another stab through. How's the bounce? Oh, sits up perfectly for Izzy May. Party time for Worthing. Back-to-back scores for Worthing. Redfern saw space. It was a horrible kick to try and gather, and the loose ball was seized upon by May, and the bounce of a rugby ball, it can be cruel, and then seconds later it can be kind. Sits up for Izzy May, and she now has her second of the game. Horrible, horrible bounce initially for Guildfordians, and then it just sits up after the grubber through from May. A great example there of never giving up on the play. Bell converts again. It's 5 from 5 for Bell.
As soon as their water presence off, you can play.
And with a quarter of an hour left to play, Worthing have a 21-point lead.
Captain, where is she? Where is she?
Restart doesn't go 10.
Scrum or kick again?
So I should imagine we'll have a scrum. We will indeed have a scrum on halfway. Worthing ball. Some performance this from Worthing. It's far from over yet.
Go.
But for 55, 56 minutes, this has been a night to remember. Back-to-back Sussex champions. Are they going to add a Surrey title, a Quins Cup title to that?
Set! Head in, both of you.
It's another solid scrum. Redfern
Tackle is good.
takes it flat, but it's
Back
loose
off
ball.
Backwards off blue.
Guildfordians have possession. First time in an age, it feels like.
Blue, leave it.
What can they do with it?
Stay there.
Dita Short puts the ball in the air.
Green line out, yeah. Kicked off green. Blue line out, sorry. Kicked off green. Perfect. Your ball.
There will be a Worthing line out.
That's your mark, okay?
Hello?
Girls, a little step that way for me. Perfect. Thank you. Tackle! It's a tackle!
Well claimed at the line out there by Robin Cornwell. black belt in karate. Unsurprisingly, plays on the open side flank. Redfern gets through one tackle and keeps on driving through the second. May plays scrum half to Bell. Bell gets the offload away to her centre partner, Geraghty. Confidence starting to ooze here for Worthing. Evans steps in at 10, Redfern one outside her. Manages to get the ball away as well. It's really good in a tight spot there from Redfern. But a foot in touch out on that far side means it'll be a Guildfordians line out.
Legal tackle, perfect. Play the line out. Blue, that's your mark. Step. Last 10 minutes, guys, yeah? Let's focus.
Guildfordians line out.
Knock on by Green in the air.
Lost at line out time though.
Tackle!
Worthing
Green roll! Well done.
have possession back.
Forward!
May goes darting through, half a gap there.
That's knock on advantage over.
Redfern throws the dummy.
Tackle!
Looked to get the offload away, but just couldn't quite see anyone.
1-2.
The support goes off their feet though, so. And then a bit of back chat. Brooks takes it quickly, goes herself. Beyond halfway now is Brooks. Straightens up. Oh, that was a heavy contact. Short. Guildfordians need a score and they need one quick. And this could be the opening as Fizz Wathen goes scorching through into the 22.
Hands away, Blue!
Big counter.
8 away.
From
Offside
Worthing,
advantage over.
but Shaw has it again at the base. Gets around the fringe, finds an offload in field. Paige Ward, who scored
man.
in that first
Strip
half,
backwards
but
off
has
Blue,
it
that's flat.
ripped from her.
Penalty advantage now for the high shot.
Worthing survive and get the penalty for the high tackle. Well, no signs of
Play.
slowing the game down from Worthing. They go quickly through Bell, who
Inside.
then stabs it through. There is a bit of space in there as well. Tidied up in the backfield once again by Wathen. In fact, it's not Wathen this time, it's Morley.
First Blue player on the ball.
Turnover again on the floor though by Worthing. They have been so good at the breakdown. Players
Everyone
everywhere just
onside.
absolutely out on their feet. It's been an exhaustive passage of play. Ball nearly sits
the
into
knee,
the hands of
perfect.
Worthing there, but Paige Ward comes up, trumps with it. Now Paige Thomas, her namesake,
Penalty advantage.
in possession,
Grab
and
the
now
back of the neck.
it's Guildfordians playing with penalty advantage.
High tackle.
Shaw wants to go quickly,
It's gone
needs to bring the
backwards.
ball with her,
Advantage 21 offside, yeah.
and now she breaks through. Evans
Advantage over.
can't quite bring her down. It's going to be a wonder try this. Superb from Dita Shaw, just what her team needed.
I think she might need that asthma pump. Yeah, asthma pump. Get the asthma pump.
The England international desperately seeking an inhaler after a lung-busting score
Okay. She need an asthma pump.
to
You okay?
keep her team in this one. She just had too much pace. Not even the brilliant Daisy Evans could match pace with her. And Shaw
Let's go.
scorches
Come on.
away
Asthma pump, please.
for Guildfordians' first try this second half, and not a moment too soon.
Got 1 minute left on
There
the
are
kick, now
bodies.
resume play, okay?
Everywhere. It was an exhaustive passage of play. The
I've got 7.5, yeah.
play was live for
Steps
what
this way.
felt like an age. I've got, how many have I got? 4 players on the floor or on their haunches. A couple of them getting back to their feet now.
Time back on. 1 minute left on the kick. 7.5.
7.5 minutes left to go. A really tough conversion this for Charlotte Brooks. As it stands, 16 points between the two teams. Brooks strikes it, It's a good strike. It's a fantastic strike from Charlotte Brooks. What a conversion that is.
Time's off.
14 points between the two teams, two
Time's off,
converted
6.
tries.
Time's off, take your
Dita
time.
Shaw
Time's off, take your
doing
time.
it on her own. The England international showing all of her class and quality there.
Hold, hold.
7 minutes left to play. Guildfordians need 2. Worthing, who've been in control in this second half, it has to be said. Will they feel the pressure now?
Yeah, same.
I think we're just making sure we've got the right numbers of players on both sides, because, as I say, there were bodies absolutely everywhere at the end of that last passage of play.
Tomek on this play. Let's go, Blue.
Brooks claims the kickoff. Keeps the ball alive and finds Shaw. Shaw looking to go round the outside again. Just needs to make sure she stays in field, but is tackled
Blue ball.
into touch.
Give them the line, okay? You take that line.
Kira Day is trying to G the crowd up as the ball
Blue.
comes into that line out. Worthing secure their own possession. Izzy May. Redfern. How good has Redfern been, but the intercept that time. Guildfordians have possession. Charging forward, still going Guildfordians. Still going, on they go. Up towards the 22, that's the line you can see just ahead of the ruck there. But then, how about that? Daisy Evans on the floor. Poaches the ball. She's been an absolute wonder this evening, and that is pretty good as well from Redfern, who's been not far short of brilliant herself either.
Green ball. There, mark, okay? Blue. That's your mark, okay? Make sure you stay in the 15, yeah? Yeah, perfect.
Guildfordians line out.
Backwards by Green.
Ball is
Still
loose,
backwards
but
by Green.
ends up on their side and is
Flat.
tidied up by Scarlett King, who's been busy and has been excellent as Iona Hancock now
Bang on
goes
the
charging
face.
through.
Play on.
Watson now finds Shaw almost through the gap. Brooks plays scrum half. Watson now.
Roll away, Blue! Well done. The ball is out. Said the ball's out, play on.
Slightly loose ball again, but it's tidied up by Kira Day, and Day evades the first tackle, as she has done so many times this evening. Shaw now to Paige Thomas on the right wing. Thomas now into the 22, pumping the legs, still
Tackle!
driving forward.
Hands away, 12! Hands away! Well done. Yeah, she's off of it. Play on.
Shaw to Brooks. Brooks hits it flat, but it's spilled forward.
Play advantage. Come back for the knock-on.
Worthing will have the scrum. Less than 4 minutes left to play. Referee just signals time is off.
2.5. Listen, at the line out, let's not be silly, yeah? We'll get the ball in straight away. Do not ask my AR.
2.5 minutes
Ball, okay?
left to play is the call from the referee.
2.5. 2.5. Cool. That's the mark. Green, hold the push. Everyone stay behind.
May picks up off the base. Redfern. Oh, that's beautiful from Redfern. This is lovely from Worthing. Still Worthing go. This is fantastic rugby. Evans almost through the gap.
She released the ball and got back up. Play on.
Took a brilliant diving tackle
Don't
from
use your hands.
Hancock to bring her
Hands.
down.
Yep. Backwards by Blue.
Scrappy ball for Worthing, but crucially from their point of view, still their ball. Redfern stabs it through.
Look on.
Lost forward by Guildfordians as well.
Step. Get back.
And you
Look
know
on the
what?
knock on
That
advantage
might just
by
be
Green.
enough. There's about 90 seconds left to play.
Use it.
And with Guildfordians needing 2, that might just be a step too far
Knock on advantage.
with this
over.
much time left. Advantage is over though. Penalty Worthing.
Yep. Green 3.
They
look
still
on.
want to go fast. They've lost it forward.
Knock on.
Oh, we saw this
Listen,
last night,
12,
didn't we?
12.
From
Don't do that again.
Guildford.
Okay. I'll upgrade
They
it.
just wanted to keep playing and playing and playing.
Scrum.
No
Green ball.
thoughts of winding the clock down.
Breathe.
Scrum, Guildfordians. Is there enough time? Probably not. 40 seconds, they're going to have to go the length and take a very hurried conversion.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Brooks.
Tackle. Hands away, Blue. It's fine on timing for me. Knock on by Green. No advantage. Knock on by Green. Yeah.
Lost forward by Guildfordians. Worthing have the scrum.
Knock on, scrum, blue ball, last play.
Last play,
Mark's there.
Worthing
Yeah.
will be Quins Cup champions.
Yeah. Okay.
They've been utterly, utterly brilliant. Daisy Evans
Crowd!
is just saying to Alice Redfern, get this ball off the pitch.
Bind! Set! Hold!
May decides to go herself. She fancies a hat-trick. Ball ends up in touch. It's all going to be over. Worthing are the under-18 girls Quins Cup champions.
Well played. Well played. Well done.
Outstanding from Worthing. Guildfordians have been all-conquering this season, but Worthing, when it matters most, played their very best and come away with the spoils. 2025 Quins Cup champions, Worthing. Winners of the Sussex Championships in 2023 and again in 2024, and now here in Surrey in the Quins Cup. They make it a hat-trick of titles. Superb. Full-time Guildfordians 21, Worthing 35. And I'm going to head downstairs and get some live reaction from some of these outstanding Worthing players.
Well, fantastic moment of togetherness there from both sides. I'm going to see if I can get myself into the mix with Worthing and see if we can find their skipper, Daisy Evans. I've spotted Daisy Evans. I'm going to have to get right in the mix here to see if I can have a word with her. Daisy, can I pull you away for a little chat? Daisy, what does that mean?
Oh, it means everything. We've worked so hard for this, and obviously it's come through, and I'm actually so proud of my team. They've literally worked so hard throughout this whole season. We've worked through like bad pitches, bad weather, and come to this is absolutely amazing. I can't even put it into words.
You were out for a long time.
Yes.
You came back, hat-trick in the semi-final, 2 tries here tonight at the Stoop. Incredible.
Thank you. Oh, I don't know what else to say. I'm actually just I'm so pleased with everything. Just thanks. Oh, it's actually a privilege to play on this pitch. I can't say anything else. I'm actually so happy.
Guildfordians are a fantastic side. They've been almost unstoppable all year. How deep did you guys have to dig tonight?
Oh, I think all of our lungs were like out of breath. We dug deep to pull that out. I just can't believe it. I seriously, I just can't believe it. The Guildfordians, like you say, are an amazing team, and it's just I can't believe we just beaten the team that's been on top the whole season. Yeah, thank you. And
that first half was tight, it was tough, but Izzy May down that far touchline, I've never seen anything so fast in my life.
Izzy May is an amazing player. She doesn't get recognised enough, but like you say, she ran that whole pitch and she put her heart out today. So I'm actually so happy for Izzy, and literally everyone put their hearts out today on that pitch.
And it seemed to me like defence was a huge part of today's game. The amount of ball you guys won on the floor was just incredible.
Yeah, we worked hard. Our defence, I've never seen our team work so hard in defence before, and yeah, it's just been amazing.
What a way to end the season.
It is a way to end the season. Last 15's game for me anyway, to play at the Stoop and to bring it home with a win is unreal.
Fantastic. Well, listen, I think there's some big words going on in here, so you go and get involved with that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Daisy Evans, Worthing captain, speaking superbly well there. And while they get themselves all together there, I might just see if I can pull Chris Gaskell aside for a little chat. Wow.
Oh, wow, that was phenomenal. What an incredible defensive performance. To go down twice, to come back, and then to start putting on a score towards the end. Obviously, it got closer towards the end, but I'm so proud of these girls. They have given everything this season. We've had ups and downs with some serious injuries and players missing for a long time this season. You know, Daisy, who, our captain, she's been missing for a long time. She's been missing for a long time, and to come back and put on a performance like that in a final. Robin at 7, Alice at 10, just really mature, composed performances, and it's credit to Guildfordians. They're an incredible rugby side. We're very lucky to be playing this standard of rugby with these girls, and not just me, but the coaches of Guildfordians and our coaches and everyone that is doing this is just doing it an incredible job for these young women, and this is the future of rugby. I just said to them there that this is the platform you deserve to be on, and this is a starter for those where you go from here now. I want to see you all back here playing here, PWR and everything else. So it's been amazing.
We're going to walk towards here, so I don't take you too far away. But I just want to ask you about Daisy Evans, because you said to me before the game that she might be the best player you've ever coached. I think we saw that tonight.
She's phenomenal. An absolutely an inspirational player, a true leader. She carries the team forwards. She's a monster tackler. She does everything that you want of a captain and more. But not only that, is that she goes around and she picks these girls up week in, week out, and as a player, as a young woman, as a role model for some of the younger players in our club, we want them all to be like Daisy Evans. She's phenomenal.
And a word on your opponents as they come up here to shake a few hands and receive their runners-up medal. They've been near unstoppable this season, but you guys found a way.
We found a way. We had a game plan. We we talked about how we wanted to play. We wanted to play that speed over shape style of rugby, a high tempo in attack, high tempo in defence. We wanted to sort of turn defence on its head and go to try and attack without the ball. That if we can try and get as many turnovers and attack that breakdown, and we can disrupt how they play, then that's how we wanted to do it. And it was expert today. The girls just flawlessly, they just did such a wonderful job. I'm lost for words for them now. I'm just in awe of just everything they do. They're an incredible bunch of girls, and I've been very, very lucky to work with them.
You certainly have. Chris, thanks so much for talking to me. Go and see your girls get a medal. Chris Gaskell there, in charge of things at Worthing. Well, I tell you what, they don't just play rugby well, Worthing, they talk well as well, don't they? Fantastic words from both Daisy Evans and Chris Gaskell as the Worthing players receive their medals and make their way towards the winner's spot. And they have a mighty big trophy waiting to get into their hands. It's been quite the evening. The tunes are pumping out once again. Hats off to the Harlequins DJ, who's been absolutely superb for the past 2 nights. He really has. I'm just wandering up and down the touchline here to see if there's any supporters that we can chat to while we wait for the celebrations to begin. They're all busy taking photos. I'm ruining everyone's photos now. How about that for a photo though? Worthing getting ready to lift the big trophy. I failed miserably in my hunt for an interview, but it matters not because there are only about 5 medals left to give. By the way, a huge word on Billy Brown as well, Worthing's tight head, who was absolutely outstanding as well tonight. Alice Redfern at 10 as well, but all 15, all 23 if we're honest, plus those injured players deserve their shout out as Guildford lead the applause and Worthing are crowned Quins Cup champions. 3 titles on the spin for Worthing, Sussex champions in 2023 and 2024. And now Surrey and Quins Cup champions in 2025. Guildfordians lead the applause. They've been fantastic, both on the field all season and in defeat here tonight. Worthing have been quite brilliant this evening though. Chris Gaskell just positions those trophies exactly as they want them for the photos. And now they line themselves up. These are the moments that it's all for. Daisy Evans, 2 trophies aloft and a medal around her neck. As special a feeling as you can get as they go and dive into the crowd now. Some moment for these Worthing players. And as the celebrations kick off behind us, it's going to be a pretty good Friday night down in Worthing, I suspect. a good coach journey back. We sign off from what has been a quite fantastic 2 finals here at the Quins Cup. Guildford last night winning that Colts Cup in the boys division, and here in the Girls Under-18 Cup, a fantastic performance from Worthing to become 2025 Under-18 Girls Quins Cup champions. What an evening, what a team, what a performance. Thank you all so much for watching.
Get ready for the ultimate international showdown. This December, the Global Schools Challenge 2025 is heading to the Mediterranean Sports Hub in Salou, Spain, located just an hour outside of Barcelona. From December 14th to 19th, the world's top student athletes will compete in rugby and a range of new sports. Hosted at one of Europe's premier facilities, you'll experience world-class pitches, state-of-the-art equipment, and a vibrant atmosphere designed for excellence. Off the field, explore the beautiful coastal town of Salou, enjoy golden beaches, and take a trip to Barcelona for iconic landmarks like the Sagrada Familia and the Nou Camp. Every game will be streamed live by NextGenXV, bringing the action to a global audience. Don't miss your chance to be part of this incredible event. Register now at globalschoolschallenge.com and rise to the challenge.
The right kit changes everything. With the right kit, you're ready for anything. United, connected, unstoppable. Whatever your sport, we are your sporting partner. Creating your kit your way. For every team, for every challenge, for every aspiration. Feel seen. Feel ready. Feel part of the team. Kit on, game on.